Is that his little brother? Does he have a little brother? Or adult one.
Don't worry. We see the other side. He can see them. He can see in the room. We're in the bathroom. Probably really. I don't want to see your crab ass. I tell him, I say, the people who love you the most in the world, you got to
Edina Elks taking on Eden Prairie. First game of the Holiday Classic. Elks will play one today, and I believe one tomorrow and one Saturday, is my understanding. I will not be able to stream the rest of the game this weekend, unfortunately. I have to go to Duluth for a tournament.
If we just had some backup gear.
I'm already looking for the backup so my wife can stream the Bantam AA goalie game while I'm up in Duluth.
Okay, well we need a third string set of camera gear,
Yep, backup
microphones. Yeah, we got to have backups to the backups.
Jansen in net. Elks will go with Jackson, Miller, Johnson, Hansen, and Lerberg. Jackson will take the draw for the Elks. Puck comes back to Miller. Miller drops it off to Lerberg. Lerberg's going to look up ice. He's going to evade the defense, gets it over to Hansen. Hansen being pressured. Throws it over to Lerberg. Lerberg's going to skate it up across center ice. He whiffs on it. Elks are able to get it into the zone. Stuck along the boards. Miller with it. Miller cuts down into the corner. Back up top to Lerberg. Lerberg's going to take a look over to Hansen. Hansen takes a shot on net. Goalie sees, makes a save. .16:34 remaining in the first. Back over to Miller. Miller up top to Lerberg. Lerberg takes a shot. That's blocked by the Eagles. Another shot blocked. Up the boards to Lerberg. Lerberg's going to send that back in on net. That's wide. Goes into the near side corner. Brady Hansen steps up. Drops it back down to Miller in the corner. Miller gets rubbed off the puck. And Eden Prairie skated up out to center ice. Taken away by Lerberg. Lerberg sends it back up the boards to Johnson. Johnson tries to play it ahead. Knocked away by Eden Prairie. Eden Prairie will send it deep into the Elk zone. Jansen goes by the net to Hansen. Hansen being pressured. Gets over to Jackson. Jackson to Miller. Miller will send it up ice to Remick. Goes off his stick into the Eden Prairie zone. Up to the blue line. Eden Prairie. He will turn and carry it back down low. Look up ice. Knocked away by Dahlberg. Dahlberg back to Bratzel. Bratzel to Holmes. Holmes has it in the corner. Dahlberg will carry it out. Into the zone, throws it deep. Dahlberg with it. To Remick. Dahlberg up the boards to Bratzel. Bratzel whiffs on the shot attempt, gets the puck back on his stick, throws it down to Dahlberg in the corner. Dahlberg pass back at the Bratzel, intercepted by the Eagles. The Eagles will carry it up. It's knocked off his stick. Holmes with it now. Holmes will skate it up and out across center ice. Carries into the zone, knocked off his stick. Elks try to play it, can't. Eagles come away with it. Eagles cross center ice. He'll carry it in towards the slot. Puck knocked off his stick. Eagles get it back. Shot attempt is blocked. Goes wide to the boards. Eagles with it again. Towards the slot. Poked away by the Elks. Bryce Harris will send it up to Christian. Christian has it knocked away. Eden Prairie will play it ahead. Elks send it back in offsides. 14:29 remaining. Early on, Elks controlling the pace of play. Gustafson will take the draw. Puck in the Eden Prairie zone. Eden Prairie can't play it. Puck comes out in front of the net. Gustafson pokes it towards the goalie, and goalie will cover it. Don't think he had a chance.
Play there. He got a little bit of a stick on it and pushed it through. Just couldn't get anything behind it. Good win there on the draw.
Behind the net, Eagles have it. Played ahead, poked away by Harris. Puck's gonna go deep into the Elk zone. Johnson throws it up the boards, try to get it to Norton, can't play it. Elks get it to the blue line and up and out. Gustafson and Christian up ice 2-on-1. Gustafson takes a shot, goalie with the save, puck rolls towards the net, and they're able to poke it away. Elks hold it. Brecken Johnson gets run over, and the Eagles are skated up ice. Puck goes down into the corner. Barth there to play it. Blows goes up. The Eagle just throws him down. Puck out in front. Elks come away with it. Brecken Johnson will carry it out. Up ice. Jackson now trailing. Puck goes behind the net. Eagles get it back. Up to the neutral zone. Hansen throws it into the zone to Miller. Miller gets run over. Jackson behind the net. Eagles take the puck away. Jackson knocks it off his stick. The Eagles come away with it. Eagles will skate it up and out. Throws it deep into the out zone. No icing. Eagles have it shot wide of the net. I think Jansen might have got a piece of it. Hansen has it down low. Stops, uses his man, gets the puck knocked away. Puck out in front of the net. Eagles can't play it. Elks get it back. Remick sends it across to Miller. Miller will carry it in. Miller's shot, that's blocked, goes into the corner. Miller gets his rebound back. Holds on to it. Sends it up top to Lerberg. Lerberg loses it. Puck leaves the zone. Knocked away. Miller gets it back. Miller will send it deep. Elks have to clear. They do. Eagles will play it in the corner. Sent ahead. He'll cross center ice. Sent deep. Puck's going to bounce right out in front of the net. Holmes has it. Holmes sends it deep. Eagles push the puck up the boards. Now they throw it back behind the net, near side up the boards. Holmes throws the puck down low. Eagles get it back. Eagles will skate it up. Sent into the Elk River zone, off the boards. Puck out in front. Eagles play it. Elks try to knock it away. Puck was just wide. Harris with it. Harris will skate it out. Cross center ice into the Eagles zone. Puck's going down in the corner. Eagles get it back. Takeaway by Harris. Harris throws it back to Schultz. Schultz throws it out, tries to get back to Harris. Harris gets behind the net. Harris throws the puck behind the net. Eagles come away with it. Back up the boards. Elks pressuring. Dahlberg knocks it away. Eagles get it back out in the neutral zone. Holmes sends it over to Brotzel. Brotzel back to Holmes. Holmes ahead to Harris. Harris sends it across. Taken away by the Eagles. Eagles send it deep. Jansen leaves it for Brotzel. Brotzel skates it up and out. Loses it at center ice. Taken away by Christian, or Harris, I'm sorry. Harris plays it ahead. Eagles will throw it back into their zone and look up ice. Intercepted by Harris. Elks are going to head it clear. At the blue line. Gustafson throws it back in. Elks clear again. Eagles will skate it out to center ice. Sent deep. Wide of the net. Norton behind the net to Brotzel. Brotzel up the boards to Harris. Harris passes it off of a skate. Eden Prairie has to clear the zone. Gustafson with a hit. Dumps him by the bench. Elks will send it back into the zone. Off an Eagles stick. Into the Elk River zone, no icing. Max Johnson will look up ice with it. Gets it out to center ice to Johnson. He throws it into the zone. Eagles throw it right back out, up ice. Past Norton. Jansen is going to leave it for Norton, but he's a little slow getting to the puck. Eagles come in. Poked off his stick by Johnson. Shot. Jansen will make the initial save, puck's out in front, and he'll squeeze and cover it. A lot of back and forth action. Jackson ties him up with a dot. Puck's going behind the net. Barth ahead to Johnson. Flex it off his stick out in the neutral zone. Eagles throw it ahead. Miller gets it to Jackson. Jackson will skate it in. Jackson shot broken up. Battle for it in the corner. Jackson and Miller. Miller had it. Gets it back to Jackson. Jackson throws it down below the goal line. Remick absorbs the contact. Puck comes back to Remick up the boards. Barth steps up, throws it back down the boards. Remick pulls it the zone towards the slot. Miller had it. Can't play it. Puck towards the blue line. Sent down low to Jackson. Jackson out in front of Miller. Miller shot. Goal!
It seemed only inevitable, but you just never know in this game.
Jackson hits Miller in the slot. Miller does not miss.
Except when he does.
Except when he does.
Does Stimmy get it or Caleb?
Maybe Shower got that goal.
Shower.
1-0 Elks. 8:47 remaining in the first. Schulte throws it into the zone. Along the boards. To the blue line. Elks hold. Dahlberg sends it deep. Puck behind the net. Up the boards. Remick sends it deep. So Miller from Max Johnson and Jackson. Elks can't clear towards the blue line. Barth pinned against the boards. Elks get into the zone. Dahlberg absorbs or avoids the hit. Taken off his stick. He goes and gathers the puck again. Up the boards to Remick. Back to Dahlberg. Dahlberg shot goal. He makes a save. Up and out in the neutral zone. Johnson gets there first. Gathers the puck, sends it towards the blue line. Dahlberg flips it out in the neutral zone. Remick swats at it, can't hit it. Poked away by Dahlberg. Dahlberg will apparently take the hook but not get a call. Battle for it at center ice. Schultz picks it up. Schultz will carry it in. Into the corner. Gustafson with it behind the net. Centering pass, kicked away, comes right back to Gustafson. Gustafson gets it over to Schultz, taken away by the Eagles. Back up ice. Lerberg will carry it behind his net. Up and out. Cross center ice. Carries into the zone. Lerberg comes in, pass across, shot.
What a good play.
Goalie slides across and slams the door, which should have been a goal. Elks pick it back up. Hansen carries it down low. Tries to get up the boards to Christian. Christian got a piece of it.
Good job, Cam.
Puck will come to Lerberg. Lerberg to Hansen. Hansen up top to Gustafson off his stick into the Eagles zone. Eagles get it back. Puck down low. Eagles will carry it behind the net. Pass it back behind the net. Broken up by Lerberg. Gustafson will throw it ahead to Harris. Harris carries it out. 2-on-2. Harris comes in. Tries to go across. Puck's deflected. And the Eagles will come back up ice with it. They're carried into the zone. Poked away by Holmes. Holmes behind the net with it. Throws it across to Brotzel. Brotzel plays it up the boards to Gustafson. Gustafson gets it out of the zone. Flipped back into the Elk zone. Brotzel sends it into Miller. Miller hits Johnson. Johnson has skated in. Drops back to Miller. Miller towards the slot. Loses the puck into the corner. Miller holds onto it. Up the boards to Brotzel. Brotzel holds. Sends across to Holmes. Holmes across to Miller. Miller tries to go across to Brotzel. Brotzel gets it back. Throws it towards the blue line. Eagles will clear the zone. Miller knocks the puck away. Eagles up ice. And the Eagles will be off the sides. Common theme through the first four games now for the Elks is they are controlling the play.
It's almost like they need to weather the first 5-6 minutes of sort of bouncy puck, not quite crisp.
Yep.
And then after that, they seem to just take control of all of the play in the game.
As of right now, the Eagles have really put no pressure on Jansen. Brotzel has it. Dahlberg will pick it up in the corner. He throws it across to Holmes. Holmes up the boards to Remick, just past him. Eagles in their zone. He's going to send it back up ice. That'll be icing. .509 left in the first.
Come on, Becky, this is your jam.
Up top to Holmes. Holmes takes his shot. That goes wide of the net. Brotzel can't play it. Gets it back. Throws it deep. Eagles with it. Send all the way up ice. Holmes breaks up the play. Now back up towards the zone. Chipped in by Remick. The corner. Remick tries to get to Norton. Eagles get it out across center ice into the zone. Holmes with it. Sent ahead to Dahlberg. Dahlberg up ice. Intercepted by the Eagles. Eagles will turn it back into the Elks zone. Knocked out of the air by the Elks. Pass across through the Eagles' legs. Holmes flips it up ahead to the blue line, but not out. Now the Eagles misplay it out of the zone. Sent ahead off the skate, comes right to Christian. Christian drops it back to Holmes. Holmes sends it all the way up ice. Will be wide of the net for icing. It's one of those, you get it on net, it's a great play. It does allow the Elks to get some fresh bodies out there.
I think the D were a little bit hemmed up, and I obviously he wasn't trying to ice it, he was just trying to flip it, but it just went a little too far. I'd rather see that than a foolish play.
Yeah. Soft pass up the boards. Gustafson will carry it out. Just off this Eagles stick into their zone. Elks have to clear the zone. Eagles up the boards. Drops it back off a skate. Eagles get it back at center ice. Taken away by Gustafson. Eagles knock that away. They'll throw it into the zone. Jansen leaves it for Norton.
Cam got away with one there.
Towards the slot. That's a very risky play by the Elks. Turned it over, and Eagles got a couple shots on net from it. Jansen just let his defense know he doesn't like that puck placement.
Yeah, I didn't even know. It was a skate. My Chihuahua is clean. Gave him a bath.
3:37 remaining. Jackson, puck down low to Hansen. Hansen behind the net, up the boards. Miller gives it to Jackson, who gives it to Barth. Barth will skate it up. Barth shot wide of the net, back up the boards. Dahlberg has it, sends it deep. Dahlberg throws it into the corner. Miller there to Barth. Barth will send it right back to Miller. Miller looking for an outlet to pass to. Eagles will get the puck. Thrown near side along the boards. Sent deep. It's going to go back behind the net. Over to Hansen. Hansen to Dahlberg. Dahlberg tries to go to Miller. Deflected and goes wide. Jackson chips it back. Eagles intercept, throw it into the zone. Over to Hansen. Hansen loses the puck towards the slot. Elks try to break up. Kicked away by Barth. Sent back behind the net. Up front and out of the zone by the Eagles. All the way up ice. For the Elks, looks like Brecken Johnson a little shaken up. He's sitting on the bench. So the lines are a little switched up right now. Eagles shot blocked. Gustafson flips it ahead to Norton. Sent back down low. Gerberg to Holmes. Gustafson and Holmes battling for it. Holmes with it along the boards. Eagles come away with it. Poked away by the Elks. Schultz will skate it up and out of the zone. Carries it in. Shot deflected by the goalie into the corner. Gustafson to Lerberg. Lerberg will stop it at the blue line. Eagles get it back. Elks break it up. Towards the front of the net. Elks can't control it. Eagles will skate it up and out of the zone. Poked away by Holmes. Back to Schultz. Schultz sends it into the corner. Gustafson carries the puck down low. Elks will get a change. Gustafson drops it back to Christian. Back to Gustafson. Gustafson getting hugged by the Eden Prairie player. He's got him around the head. No call. Now we're finally going to get a call.
Attaboy, Cam!
Elks are going to go on a power play. Exactly 1 minute remaining in the first.
He took on a little guy.
It was a headlock, so pretty easy call.
Took a while to make the call. He wasn't quite sure if he meant to give him the headlock or not. Power play for the Elks. Eagles come away with it. Skated up by Hanson. Hanson to Miller. Miller will carry it in. Gets it back along the boards. He's being pressured by the Eagles. Avoids the hit. Gets the puck back. Throws up top to Hanson. Hanson over to Lerberg. Lerberg's going to take a look. Over to Hanson. Hanson sends it on net. That's blocked. Miller picks it up in the corner. Back up top to Hanson. To Lerberg.
Block.
Lerberg's going to walk it in. He'll take a shot. That gets knocked down in front. Comes back to Lerberg. Lerberg will lose the defense. To Hanson. Hanson to Miller. Miller's shot goes just wide of the net. Back of the boards to Miller. Miller back to Hanson. Hanson at the blue line. Gets it over to Lerberg. Lerberg takes a shot. That gets knocked down in front. Puck back behind the net. Back ahead to Miller. Miller sends that in, and it's going to end the period. I don't know the shot total, but it's definitely a lot.
Well, thankfully for Eden Prairie, they don't have to hear us talking about 50 shots in 3 consecutive games, but yet here we are.
Yeah, we are definitely on our way.
9 and 4. Elk River.
They're saying shots are 9-4. I think he was missing a few.
I think he's missing a few too. That's just
Like
what he
like
said.
about 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll have a Zamboni break. Elks leading 1-0. Miller from Jackson and Max Johnson. Be back in a few minutes. Back for the start of the second. Elks with 59 seconds remaining on their power play. Shots according to the penalty box area is 9-4. I'm not sure what game they're watching because the Elks have way more than 9. Elks will be without Brecken Johnson the rest of the game. I guess he is not feeling well. So see a little bit of adjustment to the lines to make up for that.
I don't see any new sweater, so they've decided, at least for this period, that they're just going to roll with the boys they got. So
I think they were running 7D in the first period, so they can just slide somebody up, which it looked like they did last the end of the period. Mason Norton slid up and played wing.
I can see that. We'll see how it goes.
I'd like to see the Elks try to widen the gap here. Elks will go with Jackson, Miller, Dahlberg, Hansen, and Lerberg on the power play. Jackson will take the draw. Lerberg will pick it up. Lerberg will skate it up. Sent ahead to Hansen. Hansen crosses center ice. Carries it into the zone. Along the boards, being pressured. Throws it back down into the corner. Prairie sends it up towards Lerberg. Races across and gets it into the zone, but then Prairie sends it back out on net. Jansen over to Hansen. Up and out to the neutral zone. Just past Dahlberg. Towards the blue line, Miller a hold, sends it down to Jackson. Jackson along the board, sends it across to Dahlberg. Dahlberg being hooked or interfered with something. There was definitely a penalty there, but no call. Eden Prairie will skate it out. Lerberg has the Eagle take a seat. Lerberg sends it across to Dahlberg. Dahlberg skates in. Dahlberg's got open ice. Dahlberg walks in. Shot. Goal! Elks double the lead. Dahlberg.
It's a good recovery.
2-0 Elks.
That is a classic second period. Forgot it was a long change. They're up trying to change, and then, oops.
In the back of the net it goes. And I will say this is not youth hockey, but that was a lot of points last year in Bantam AA on the ice for the Elks.
Absolutely, absolutely. The transition game gets far more important as you go up and up. The game gets faster, right? So transitions get faster. If you're not ready, they'll get you.
So we're going to say Dahlberg from Brady Hansen. Elks will hold the zone. Pushed ahead. That could have been a hand pass. It went off his hand. Out in front. Shot saved by Jansen. Elks have it along the boards. Can't clear. Battle for it. Johnson throws it ahead. He gets shoved down from behind. Towards the slot. Broken up. Shot attempt goes wide. Into the corner. Holmes has it. Drops back to Brotzel. Brotzel
Catches a wet spot in the ice.
Loses the puck, gets it back to Johnson. Johnson head to Schultz. Schultz to Johnson. Johnson can't play it. Eden Prairie sends it back up ice. It is a foot race. Eden Prairie picks it up. Brotzel's back. Brotzel knocks the puck away. Elks get it up and out of the zone. Eden Prairie plays it across, but right to Schultz. who will throw it into the zone. Elks looked like they were offsides, but no call. Poked into the corner. Harris was almost to Bloomington. Ref didn't see it. Harris gets it to Norton. Norton gets it back. Crosses center ice. Carries it in. Gets it to Harris. Harris crossing Norton. Norton shot goalie. Got just a piece of it direction wide. Back up the boards. Barth there to hold. Sends it deep. Christian stops. Pins the puck. Eden Prairie with 2 on the puck now. Remick there to help.
Joe's been in there so long, he's now quoting poems.
Shot save. Remick loses the puck. And Eden Prairie will skate it out. Cross center ice into the zone, thrown down into the corner behind the net. Jansen will leave it for Norton. Norton throws it into the corner. Eden Prairie throws it back below the goal line. Harris with it. Skates it up the boards. Harris will skate it out. Harris will cross center ice, throws it in the Eden Prairie zone, comes right back to Harris. Harris with a centering pass over to Christian. Christian's shot was knocked away. That might have hit the net if the defender wasn't there. Sent deep by Eden Prairie. Lerberg in the corner. Over to Barth. Barth will send it up, goes off of Harris's stick to an Eden Prairie player. He'll throw it along the boards and back into the Elk River zone. Lerberg with it. Skates it up, carries it in. Lerberg along the board, sends it over to Jackson. Jackson takes a shot, that sails over the net, off the glass. Eden Prairie up to the blue line. Elks will pick it up, carry it out. They'll regroup, drops it back to Hansen. Hansen sends it in. Dahlberg catches it out of the air. Dahlberg walks in, tries to go across to Miller, broken up by the Eagles. Eagles will skate it out. Gets run into the boards. Elks will pick it up behind the net. Lerberg with it. Ahead to Dahlberg. Can't play it. Eden Prairie gets it back at center ice. Thrown ahead. Hansen gathers it in the Elk zone. Back up to Dahlberg off his stick into the Eden Prairie zone. Bounces over to the side of the net. Eden Prairie gets it back behind the net. Eden Prairie in the corner. Sent ahead. Up and out for icing. Elks have definitely increased the intensity this period.
Keep it up, White!
Elks have had 3, maybe 4 near goals.
Yeah. Three strong scoring chances, a 4th possibility with Christians.
No icing. Brotzel leaves it for Holmes. Holmes up the boards to Schultz, who'll skate it out of the zone. Schultz tries going across to Johnson. Max Johnson will play it along the boards. Gustafson picks it up towards the slot. Shot attempt by Schultz, just turned and fired and almost 5-holed the goalie. Johnson loses his stick. Elks will clear. Holmes carries it in. Behind the net. Holmes run into the boards. Gustafson had it, gets it back. Schultz being pressured. Eden Prairie throws it up the boards. Brotzel sends it back down low. Eden Prairie, baseball pass up ice. He gets behind the defense. Skates in, shot. Jansen with a save.
Remy keep this cool.
That might have been Eden Prairie's best scoring opportunity. Tied up at the dot. Norton will pick it up. Throws it across to Barth. Barth surveys the ice. Plays it along the boards. Throws it up and out of the zone. Eden Prairie throws it back in. Barth will gather it again. Ahead to Harris. To Christian. Christian back to Harris. Harris will skate it up and out. Carries it into the zone. He gets tripped. Elks will go back on the power play. Eden Prairie touches up. We get a whistle. Tripping as Harris goes full Superman. agree with the call, but player going to the box. So Alex back on the power play. Jackson will take the draw. Waiting for the penalty up on the board. So right now it just says 5. Okay. Puck goes down low.
They don't know how to clear penalties.
Up top to Hansen. Hansen across to Lerberg. Down low to Dahlberg. Back up the boards to Lerberg. Lerberg with it. To Hansen. Hansen will play it. Tries to throw it down low. Eden Prairie shoves it up the boards. And they'll get it out of the zone, but Dahlberg's there to pressure and knock the puck away. Eden Prairie gets it back, thrown into the upriver zone. Hansen on the puck. Hansen looks up ice to Lerberg. Lerberg will skate it out. Sent across to Dahlberg, or Jackson, sorry, couldn't play it. It was behind him. Hansen with it. Whoa, up and out of play. Souvenir.
That's a learning lesson. Jackson should let that go wide because you want to enter the zone wide. No big deal. That's just let that one go. Know that you got a guy there.
Yes. 9:40 in the second, 1:08 left on the power play. Jackson will take the draw again. Puck goes down low. Jackson picks it up. Gives it to Holmes. Off of Bratzel's stick, he'll race and get it across center ice. Miller with it. Miller will carry it in. He loses the puck. Eden Prairie up ice. Cuts across, carries in towards the slot, poked away. Miller gathers it up. Miller will skate it up. Looks ahead. Across the center ice, he'll carry it in. Down into the corner. Loses an edge.
That's twice now.
I'm going to get those blades checked out. Bratzel. Over to Holmes. Holmes behind the net. Elks to go with one last push here on the power play. Sent up ice to, not sure where, that's icing. .837 left in the second, 5 seconds left on the power play. Eden Prairie plays it up top, sends it deep. Eden Prairie's killed the penalty. Barth to Schultz. Schultz gets to Gustafson, who carried up ice. Gustafson behind the net. Up top to Barth. Barth just holds it at the blue line. Norton takes a shot, goalie with a blocker save. Gustafson pushed airborne, stayed with it, knocked the puck up the blue line. Schultz has it behind the net. Into the corner. Played across, but Eden Prairie comes away with it. Sent deep. Into the corner. Eden Prairie saw the hit coming and sidestepped it. Played ahead. Eden Prairie gets it back, cuts towards the middle. Takeaway by Gustafson. Gustafson will skate up ice. Eden Prairie back. Gustafson tries to go across. Puck's a little too hot for Schultz to play. Schultz sends it deep. Knocked down by Eden Prairie. Eden Prairie will pick it back up. Deflects off of somebody, but Eden Prairie will pick it back up. Carries it in, sends it deep, wide of the net. Eden Prairie gets it back. Elks throw it back up the boards. Remick chops it up and out of the zone. Eden Prairie gathers back in the neutral zone. Sent back towards the Elk zone, goes right to Norton. Norton passes it to Remick, who gets it to Christian. Christian behind the net takes a shot. Puck goes just wide, comes back to Christian. Pass to Harris, just out of his reach. Barth, as he's going down, gets the puck back to Harris. Harris, pass across. Christian, they said high stick. I do not believe he touched the puck.
Even if he did, I don't think it was high, but
6:53.
He tipped over. Nobody touched him. He tipped over.
Face off in the Eden or the Elk River zone.
Sharp edge. Sharp edge.
Out the zone.
Barth was the one Weeble that did fall down.
He did.
The Weeble.
People wobbled.
Yep. That Weeble did wobble and he fell down.
Weeble, he wobbled, he fell down.
Lurber.
I blame the blue line.
Elks can't clear it. Hansen behind the net to Lurberg. Lurberg ahead to Remick. Remick to Harris, who skated up and out of the zone, but Eden Prairie takes it away, throws it back towards the neutral zone. And they'll throw it back up ice. Carried in. Poked off his stick by Remick. Remick up and out of the zone to Harris. Harris pushes it towards Eden Prairie zone, and Eden Prairie throws it back out of the zone. Remick will send it deep. Elks clear. Eden Prairie back behind their net. Well, carried out. Sent deep. Jansen will leave it, but Eden Prairie's there to play it. Hansen tries to play it, knocked away. Battle for it along the boards. Nobody's gathered possession of it yet. Still battling in the corner. Elks will send it up and out of the zone, all the way into the Eden Prairie zone. Eden Prairie turns it back up ice. Elks get a change. Eagles carry it in. Poked away by Hansen. Hansen sends it up ice to Dahlberg. Dahlberg can't play it. Eden Prairie gets it back. Jackson almost puts Eden Prairie player back on the bench. Dahlberg with it. Tried to go to Miller, intercepted by the Eagles. Eagles play it across. Shot. Jansen with a save. Rebound comes out. Jansen got a piece of it, goes into the corner. Eagles get it back. Up the boards, misplayed. Dahlberg tried to play it ahead. Miller not able to pick it up. Eagles get it back. He'll send it deep. Lurberg in the corner. Up the boards. Dahlberg has it. Throw behind the net to Lurberg. Lurberg sends it up ice. Icing.
Go, White!
4:49 left in the second. Elks leading 2-0. Goals from Miller in the first, Dahlberg in the second. Gustafson ties him up. Elks get it to the blue line, but not out. And then poked away by Schultz. Eden Prairie will get there. No, they won't. Schultz cuts in front, takes a shot, pucks out in front. There's going to be a penalty on the Eagles. Shot, goal! Looks like Gustafson cleaned it up in front of the net. Delayed penalty. So Elks will not get a power play. Gustafson gives the Elks a 3-0 lead. Would have been a hooking penalty on the Eagles. Gustafson negates that, puts it in the back of the net. The Eagles play the puck. Poked off his stick. Gustafson's going to go for another one. Gustafson skates in. Gustafson shot. Goalie got a piece of it. That was just about across the goal line.
Got that one. No, not even close.
So that's
Numbers are hard.
we're to say from Johnson and Holmes. Schultz for sure was one of the assists. So it should have been Gustafson from Schultz for sure. Ooh! Brotzel had the Eagle player take a seat. And the Eagle player still down. We'll get a whistle. No penalty. Brotzel escorted him to his seat.
If he gets up like that after the ref's blow the whistle for him, they should get a penalty. They should. It's crap. He was looking around deciding if he wanted to get up or not.
It's the question, are you hurt or are you injured?
Exactly. His pride was
Is it pride or physical?
it was pride.
Elks win the draw. Eagles take it away. Skated up ice. Carried into the zone. Poked away by Holmes. Puck knocked away by the Elks. Holmes gets it back. Holmes throws it up the boards to Christian. Christian across to Harris.
Good move there.
Harris will carry it in. Harris gets past the man, holds the puck down low, carries behind the net. Tied up. Christian there to help, but Elks can't play it. Puck back up the boards, up and out of play.
I do appreciate that they have the pucks on ice.
So the pucks don't stick on the ice.
There is nothing worse than a warm puck. You wouldn't think that it makes a difference, but to a player, it's like playing with a racquetball. They are bouncy and sticky and not fun.
Battle for it behind the net. Miller gets it over to Jackson, who buries it.
Goalie never knew where it was.
4-0 Elks. Jackson from Miller. Goalie was too busy looking behind the net. Didn't see Jackson on his doorstep.
Everybody was looking for candy, and he was out trying to hand out candy in the backyard. Just no idea where the kids are.
Miller picks it up. Miller's going to come up ice. He's got 4 Eagles around him, though. He avoids the hit, can't control the puck. Dahlberg with it now in the corner. Out to the neutral zone. Barth picks it up. Eagles send Barth to the ice. Ahead to Miller. Miller tries to send it across, got nothing on the puck. Eagles throw it back.
That won't go unremembered.
No. Barth with it, throws it back down low. Jackson with it. Jackson sends it out in front, intercepted by the Eagles. Barth sends it up the boards to Dahlberg. Dahlberg throws it ahead. Eagles get it back. Dahlberg, Jackson with a hit. Up the boards to Dahlberg. Dahlberg sends it up ice to Norton. Played across by the Eagles. The Eagles back up ice. Schultz can't play it. Schultz with a hit. Schultz will carry it into the zone. Carries it down low. Out in front to Gustafson, who just couldn't get anything on it. The Eagles get it back.
Well, we're all playing physical now.
No, they're playing hit.
Eagles get it back in the neutral zone. Up the boards. Gerberg run into the boards. Gustafson, I think he got tripped. Out in front, poked away by the Elks. Eagles have it at the blue line. Just walks the blue line. They'll take a shot. Jansen makes the save. Eagles get it back. Lerberg has it. Lerberg blows a tire. Elks get it up and out. Eagles back in their zone. Played across, up the neutral zone, but comes right to Lerberg. Lerberg ahead to Christian, who will chip it in. That's not icing. Christian got his stick on it, but the ref standing right there apparently didn't see it.
I don't think he got it.
Looked like it changed.
I think it was off the ice, and that's why Joey couldn't get it. But that's why it looked like it made a directional change too when it hit them. Anyway, because he was making a comment afterwards, like, it's too. I don't know. Anyway, I just work here. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Sure. Christian will carry it in, tries to go to Remick. Can't gather the pass. Into the corner. Eagles get it to the blue line, but not out. Now they'll get it back and carry it out. Played across. Carried in. Shot off the shaft of Jansen's stick. Elks will play it back down low. Lerberg with it. Off the glass, but not out. Hits the ref. Remick's able to get out in the neutral zone. Eagles carried in. That's definitely offsides. .9 left in the second. other than the physicality, which has been fairly even, this period's been all Elks.
The physicality has definitely stepped up. That likely a frustration issue coming from the Eagles, but the Elks have not shied away from it, that's for sure.
No, the Elks definitely like contact. Miller over to Jackson and Dahlberg were holding hands coming down the ice. Neither one of them were going to get a shot off. Way too close. Got to spread out just a little bit.
I got it. None of us got it.
Yep. 11 and a half seconds remaining in the second. Off the draw, shot saved by the goalie. Miller shoved into the